Fatima not pregnant. Gary done got caught up and look like Michael gonna be hurt on next week's episode, y'all. But hey, y'all, welcome back to another review of Life with Chastity for Tyler Perry Sistas, Season 6, Episode 18. Okay, so look here. Gary Gary looked like he was getting jealous when Andy was dancing with Jordan and everything. He kept looking. I don't know if he was getting jealous or he trying to make sure she don't say nothing. But he done got caught because Penelope done walked up on them. I knew she did. I think she suspected something. Of course, woman's intuition had to be kicking in because they kept whispering. They kept talking about it. They kept talking about it. And I was like, look, you can't turn your ears off. You can't close your ears. Look, they over there talking about it while she on the couch. While she's on the couch or whatever. I said, she done heard something. And then the mention of Andy's name. I know she done caught that name or saw that name in Gary's pocket or in his phone or something. Out of those 3 years, come on now, 3 years. I was like, wait a minute now. How long it's been since he been divorced? It ain't been no 3 years, that's for sure. But I don't even think she knew he was married to my. He been traveling and stuff. But okay. On this episode, Gary was acting like he didn't know Andy. Talking so how we met. She was like, of course we met. He gonna interrupt her with her. Talking about, yeah, this is nice and all this other stuff. Jordan is standing there. He just standing up there looking crazy and stuff. Oh, am I missing something? But yeah, he kept saying his sister on the way. And I thought that Andy was gonna pick up on it. Cause Gary kept on talking about he was gonna get out of there. He's like, hold on, my sister's on the way. But yeah, he keep trying to leave. Gary kept trying to leave. He's so suspicious. But yeah, Jordan just standing there looking lost. And I said, everybody keep noticing how strange Gary ate this. Sabrina was talking about it. I saw somebody say that someone should call Preston over since Danny want to be in everybody's business. Because they had dropped a sneak peek, y'all. They had dropped a sneak peek on Instagram and Facebook. And somebody was like, they need to call Preston since she want to be in everybody's business. I was like, ooh. I said, when you think about it, all of them in a look, what they call it, a situationship at this point. I said, probably about the only one. I said Gary, of course, because he apparently been talking to this lady for so long, even when during his marriage. I said, look, I knew it. But Andy didn't want to say nothing. I understand both sides of things. But Jordan's sister Penelope arrives and reveals that Gary is the father of her child. They engaged. They've been together 3 years. It's their first child. And I said, wait a minute. Doesn't he have other kids? When we first seen him on season 1, didn't he have other kids? Gary still tries to leave. But yeah, before we get into him trying to leave, I said, ain't one of his kids supposed to be sick or something like that? Because remember when he was messing around with Andy, he was like, oh, I'm only doing this. I said, maybe there was another Tyler Perry show. I know Aaron had kids, but they wasn't his kids. He would just take care of them or something like that. But I was like, doesn't he have kids? Somebody, this our first one and everything together. I said, oh, he denied his kids. That's a shame. It's one thing to deny your wife or deny your other side chick. Deny your side chick or whatever. I said, look, how long Gary and Andy been messing around? Because it was the wife, then she said she been with him for 3 years. So that means Andy last place, ain't it? She ain't got no place. But yeah, Penelope don't overhear everything, y'all. But yeah, Gary still tries to leave. He's like, oh, he gonna tell Penelope, let's go or whatever. Leading them to their date and all this. She's like, no, I want to stay. Andy looked so hurt. She kept looking all hurt and stuff. She wanted to leave immediately. But Danny talking about something. They should stay and they should tell Penelope the truth. Andy doesn't want to because she's like, she's so nice and oh, she doesn't deserve this and all this. I said, bet she know. I bet she knows. If she don't know about Andy, she knew about Jasmine or one of his other women because wasn't he talking to somebody else too? I don't know. Or was they talking about that situation when he was at the airport? Didn't Jasmine have a twin sister or something like that? I don't know. But Brian comes over to tell Karen, what it's going to take to fix the salon, how much it's going to be. I thought that was going to be the situation where she was like, oh, she can't do it because it's too much. But she said she could do it. She said she got enough, so she must going to be using the money that Gary, oh, Lord, I don't say Gary. What's this man name? Zach gave her, as well as, she probably got some money saved up or something like that. But he says that it's going to be about 5 months for it to get fixed. And I was like, okay. But yeah, I think he was like, if you need to talk to me about the get tips on parents and all that, you could call me. And she was like, call you and all that. Me and my wife are experts and all this stuff. And I was like, was he just being friendly or was he flirting? Look, I don't know. I don't know. I was like, you can't assume everybody flirting, but at the same time, I was like, because then he kept on. And I was like, we just gotta wait and see. At first I thought he was about to tell her, oh, because he mentioned her being a single mom and all this stuff. And she was like, how you know? He was like, parents told him. But yeah, at first I thought he was gonna say I actually just said I was married because of Pam. He wasn't interested in Pam, but he actually married. That's what it looked like. But yeah, I was like, comment down below. What y'all think? Y'all think he was just being friendly or what? But Karen ended up texting Pam some stuff to give for the salon. Well, to work out of her house or whatever. Calvin back, Maurice back. Him and Maurice going out or whatever. And he said he gonna help. He gonna help him find someone, and told him not to bring anybody back there. Maurice still seemed like he ain't learned his lesson, but he on the preview for next week's episode telling the guy that he not gonna sleep with him or something like that. And I said, Is that the guy that they said, when it first came back out, they had spoilers and they said Maurice meets a good man or whatever. And I was like, maybe that's him. Maybe that's him. I thought it was gonna be the dude from the salon or whatever, but nope. So they just brought this random dude for no reason. They brought this random dude because I was like, okay, they had said it was a new man gonna be in Maurice's life. And they had showed Maurice saying something about the guy during that whole Karen thing. But no, apparently not. He's just some random. I said they just threw that in there. I thought that lady was gonna be the one that set that salon on fire. But Fatima and Zach agreed to go check on Michael instead of just, taking him because they was about to go take him. But then Fatima called the lawyer and he was like, they could come in the morning or whatever. So she was like, you just want to go check on him? He was like, yeah. So the neighbor, let me see, I wrote down her name. Was Miss Cheryl? Yeah, Miss Cheryl or something like that. She came and she said they been gone all day. And they was like, do you know where they at? She was like, I'm hoping the hospital. And they said, hospital? Said he was limping around, so she assumed. I said, oh my freaking goodness. I wonder, was he limping around because Heather did it? Or because it wouldn't make no difference to me if Heather did it or one of her dudes. Because then she said later, well, during that same scene, she said how don't know more of her boyfriends come around since they ran the dudes off or whatever. But yeah, she said she hoped they're at the hospital. And look, Zach was like, he gave her some money and she got insulted or whatever. Then she did all this talk about, I just care about him and all this stuff. I don't want your money. Then, well, if you want to give me some money, I knew she was gonna take it. She said she took some of it or whatever. But yeah, I said, oh my freaking goodness. They waited to show. I think the whole Gary situation is interesting because he needs to get exposed, especially over here denying his kids. Cause I could have sworn he's supposed to be having kids. But I'm ready to see if they really finna take Zach's son away from him, or is it just gonna be, oh, he's badly injured? Because they said that he gets disturbing. Yeah, I think that's the episode. Next week's episode is gonna be the episode where they get disturbing news about his son. And I was like, oh my goodness. She talking about it's ambulances everywhere. And I said, oh my goodness, what happened? Or do y'all think they retaliated? Because if they in a gang or whatever, do y'all think they did something? Oh my goodness, I'm ready to see next week's episode. I hope it's good. But yeah, Karen wants to she calls Pam and let her know she want to do some of her clients' hair out of her home and everything. And Pam always got to be a little troublemaker. She told me what about Zach? She was like, no, she ain't gonna do that. I said, right. I said, leave Zach and Fatima alone or whatever. He did say he gonna help. You shouldn't have ripped that chick up. I said, hopefully she don't go ask Zach for no help or whatever. But Fatima and Zach, look, this is a confusing part too. They go looking for Michael or whatever, and they come out the hospital, and they was like, they not gonna tell us anything. So I was like, they found him, but they ain't gonna tell nothing because, I about to say they ain't family, but Zach is family. But they was like, they not gonna tell us anything. We don't even know his last name. I said, nah. So then Fatima was like, I gotta tell you something I never told anybody. And I thought this was the abortion situation. But then when you think about it, because she told Angela, so it couldn't have been that. She said she was pregnant before. Well, we know she was pregnant before, so she was pregnant twice. She said she was pregnant at 17, but she ended up losing a baby or whatever. She ended up losing a baby. And I said, so she was pregnant twice. I thought that was going to be the opportunity for her to say she had an abortion. And I was like, why wouldn't she say that? Because then she says, so they was talking about how they would have had grown children by now. What if they would have had grown children or something like that? Not grown children, but older kids. And I said, they missed the opportunity to talk about this doggone abortion. When she was like, I was pregnant or whatever, but she said she was 17. I was like, she wasn't 17 when she met Ian. She was older, I think. I said she was older or whatever. I said, unless she just was saying that and she flipped the story, maybe that's what it was. Because I was like, no, or she was just pregnant twice. But yeah, then this the part right here. She was like, when we have our baby and all this stuff, when we have, I was talking and the doggone thing had stopped. I had to add some more to it. But yeah, she was talking about she gonna give him his third baby. And I was like, what? So you not pregnant? I thought season 6 of Sistas was filmed before Zatima season 2. So, like, did she have a false positive? Like, look, maybe they saving that for a storyline in Zatima probably. But I said, so she just confirmed she not pregnant. I said, tartar sauce. But Andy ended up telling them she can't do this. This is our opportunity to go because something was burning. They left something on the grill. They weren't paying attention. It was burning. So the dudes went outside. So she was like, this is our opportunity. Let's go. And they was like, no, Danny's just insist on staying. If you don't tell her, I'm going to tell her or whatever. And they started talking about it, and the lady walk up. I said, they ain't hear her walk up. I said, did she ever leave out? She was like, what did you just say? I said, how long she was standing there? I was studying trying to look and see, was she over there? Because look, if they all went out how they didn't hear her come in? Because she was going that way. I said, wait a minute, was she there the whole time? I said, she probably knew. She probably heard them, like I said. Like, they was talking and stuff. They kept talking. Danny kept saying, little slick stuff that you could tell she knows something that you don't know or whatever. But that's it, y'all. Let me know down below what y'all thought of this episode. Stay tuned for the next videos because I'm for to drop some because we got to talk about Fatima not being pregnant and we got to talk about all this other stuff that happened. Until next time, deuces, y'all have a great rest of the night.